what you're going through. You're gonna make it. God's gonna see you through. Hold your head up, put a smile on your face. This is another test. He's gonna live always. Get ready for your blessing. Get ready for your miracle.
Great broadcast lined up for you today. But seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things will be added unto you. Get ready. Get a pen and paper. Well, I hope you're getting pen and paper all the time, but get a pen and paper. I want to see if there's take some notes for yourself and see if you have some life-changing experiences getting ready to happen for you. The broadcast today, teamwork makes the dream work. And that's part of it. The second part of it is, can we change the economy? And if I ask myself that question, I say absolutely yes. Hey, sis, how you doing? All right. And the answer is yes. I believe that once we put our minds together, and everything's just going to just flip upside down. It's amazing to me because it's like this it's more than just a feeling. It's more than just some spirit hitting me. I really believe with everything I got, things are getting ready to take a turn in America. It's just phenomenal. I mean, the people that I've been interviewing, the power that they possess, the things that they do, is once we parlay all of those things together, it's going to snap. I did an interview, if you've been watching, I did an interview yesterday, Carolyn Willis, and she's with Avon and Fruta Vida, but she's with Dinner Divas? I think it's that. Dinner Divas. And just that group alone, she deals with women have been battered, and I was talking to Mark this morning, my son, and I said, when you begin to touch other people's lives like that, that's when things begin to really change. I believe, see, teamwork makes the dream work. Most of our oppression and suppression, you gotta look at the community. You have to take a bird's eye view of what's really going on in the community and what you are doing about it. Are you doing anything to make anybody's life improve? And that is the key. That is the key. And when we started talking about the battered women in the shelters, and then she said, and it really blew me away. You sit and you're listening. I was sitting there listening. I'm like, and then she said, there's in the shelter they're young as 13 years old. These are young girls in the shelter, 13 and 14 years old, being beat up. And we know it's happening, but I didn't think it would. You don't think about that stuff when you're just when you're living a normal daily life. And then when somebody says it, and then you see it for yourself, it's like, what can I do? Now, they bring these ladies together, and these young girls, and they have a big little dinner thing for them every year. I don't know how many times a year, but then immediately I said I can help these women. But there was a women's shelter even, I'm not trying to toot my own horn here now, but there was a women's shelter even through I'm going to get back to that. But there was a women's shelter through my church that was helping women. So I donated about 300 pens, ink pens. I donated about 250 2-ounce bottles of lotion, scented lotion, because they said that was some of the stuff they needed, right? But immediately I felt just a warm feeling just over my whole body to be able to know that I could, assist just a little bit, change their life just a little bit, and going back to the young battered women here, that immediately when she started talking about dressing them up, putting gowns on, immediately I said, we have gowns and stuff in my warehouse that we needed to give away, clothes. And she went out with a handful yesterday. Now the director of that organization is going to be here for an interview today. I think I'm going to interview her around 12 o'clock or so. But to go from that interview to now meeting the director of the organization, now I have another 30 garments back there that I pulled through there this morning. I got here around 5:30 and I started going through the clothes. Now I have a bunch of more gowns. These are nice gowns now. Some are sequins, some are suede, some are velvet. I mean, it's really, really nice stuff. And my wife and I, are donating it. Thank God, Studio Stephanie, we're donating the stuff, and I want to go to the gala now because one of the things that I know that when you pamper up these girls, and like Carolyn said, love shouldn't hurt, and to be able to know that I'm just in my spirit, I'm feeling some of those women are going to be working with the company, with Heavenly Bypass. They're going to be selling our products, building up their character, building up their self-esteem, and we're going to put these women to work. Because we was talking about, because I found out, today I'm going to find out more, that they're changing the policy a little bit. This year they're going to look for jobs for the women and opportunities. So knowing that, what we do, and most of the associates that listen to me now, we deal with the fragrance industry, and we're into recruiting people. So when I recruit some of these women to sell our products, that's going to lift up their finances, their self-esteem, right? Now, they get into things like Avon, Mary Kay, that's more women-driven, right? We're trying to get them, but crossing them over and to be able to build up their own business, take care of their families again, right? And that's what it's all about. And when you touch the social fabric of our society is when it all changed. I have one of my business associates, Tanya, she came up here from Macon yesterday and brought a young man, Brother Kurt. And he deals with a lot of, African stuff and drums and frames and different things that bring awareness to Afrocentric people, right? And some of their customers are even white, so it's just that Afrocentric twist to it, right? And I said to him, I said, now what if we can go ahead and start recruiting the youth down there, the young adults, to sell some of the products, make them more social conscious, and begin to sell their products. And as I kept talking, I could see his spirit kind of get even more like, yeah, this is a great idea. But to be able to have all that power to deal with teaching people about our history and things of that nature, but then to convert them from someone that's just listening to now doing is phenomenal. I mean, it's just phenomenal. I'm going to open up the lines at 404-286-6700. That's 404-286-6700. Now, just to prove to you, I have a business associate called Q Peoples, right? Now, Q has an organization. What is it? Get them off the street? What is it? Peacock.
Project Keep Them Off the Street.
Yeah, Project Keep Them Off the Street. And now I have some product. I have some clothes back there that I'm not going to wear them anymore. And why not give it to him? He already got Project Keep Them on the Street. And there's a tuxedo in there. There's some two-piece suits in there. I mean, I can't wear them anymore. That's when I was over 300 pounds. I was wearing those clothes. I'm never going to put those clothes on ever again. Trust me. What changes can we make in our community, folks? What changes can you make in the community and change somebody else's life? And is it directly result of, doing something like that, can we change the economy? And I say yes. We have all these youth out here. A lot of them, I just hate to say, a lot of them is going to go to jail. I mean, the system set up. Our nation is number one in locking our citizens up. No, do the research. We're number one on the planet. We lock up more of our citizens per capita than any other nation on the planet. Now, I'm not saying that there's a big conspiracy or anything like that. It's just the way it is. I think per capita we do more crime than other nations, right? So that means if we do more crime, if our kids are criminals, right, and we can help change the way our youth do, how they live their life, and we can directly change the way they live their life, is phenomenal. It has to be done. Somebody has to intervene in our children's lives. And I can see it happening before I die. I can see the whole thing changing. I can see plenty of us get awards and everything. Excuse me. Caller, you on the air?
Good morning, sir. It's Trudy. How you doing?
Good morning, Miss Trudy.
Good morning, Mark. How you doing?
What's happening?
What's going on? What's on your mind this morning, Miss Trudy?
Just watching the show, and it's nice. I really liked the topic this morning because I actually had the opportunity to go out and feed the homeless over the weekend.
Yes.
And it was remarkable, you know. But I just realized something once I was there, and I'm listening to you speak. Is we need to do a little bit more than just going out and feeding them, because while I was out there, there was a few other parties that came up, and they parked up and they were feeding the homeless as well. So apparently, you know, they probably get fed 2-3 times a day over the weekend. I'm not sure what they do during the weekday, but I'm just thinking, you know, just doing that alone for them is not really, it helps, but it's not really helping to the impact where you want to take them off the street.
Come on now.
You know, just doing a little bit more in my eyes than just feeding them would be a good thing.
What did you, in your third eye, what would you thinking what you could do to make an impact?
You know, it takes time, but, you know, if you gather a group together and realistically form some type of agency where these people can come in and sign up to something or get some type of training on doing something with their life, you know, just to get them off the street. That's why, you know, you said for Q, trying to keep them off the street, you know, that's a good title in the sense of keeping them off the street. So doing more than just giving them clothes or food is what we're supposed to be doing, getting programs and things of that nature.
And I'm glad you were talking about this. I like the dialogue as well. And it hit me this morning that I needed to do this broadcast, but I look at feeding the homeless. No, it's needed now. It's needed, hugely needed. But it's so much of it reminds me of a handout. Yeah. You just keep on handing it out. You ever see the guys, the kids on the side of the street that on the corners, and they do the fundraising? You ever see that? That is part of the system that teaches our children to be panhandlers.
Mm-hmm.
You see?
Yeah, I will agree. I will agree.
And it's real. It's a real. Now, I'm not saying that, you know, it's not helping the kids and all this blah blah blah, but I would use my right side of my brain to say this. I guarantee you that over the United States, all the kids that do that stuff, I guarantee you there's a percentage of them that end up like they're homeless like that.
Yeah, you know,
guaranteed.
I'm not sure the percentage of that, but
me either. But I guarantee it.
It's a charity, and some kids might use it to the worst.
That's right.
I just think, you know, it is like a handout. You had people there that were like, you know, we're not homeless, and, you know, they wanted to make it be known that they're looking to try and do something else with their lives. And I'm not sure if they have, I'm sure there's organizations that help them, but in a sense, I just wanted to do more.
Yeah, and you know, putting people to work I think, is a better solution. And then I believe we're going to do it as a people. Hold on, Trudy. Hold on.
Okay.
Carl, you on the air?
Hey.
Hey.
Who is this, Mark?
Yeah, this is Sir Markadoo.
Hey, I'm calling.
Turn your sound down a little bit.
Hey, sir.
Yeah.
This is Tanya.
Yeah, turn it down.
Hey, I'm sitting here looking at the...
Hey, Tanya, turn that sound down.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes, turn it down. Turn it all the way down. Hey, Trudy, we got Tanya. Tanya, that's Trudy on the line.
Hey, Tanya, how you doing?
Okay. Is that better? Is that better?
Yes, you just got to turn it all the way down because we're going to get feedback.
Okay. Is it better now?
It's going to get much better when you turn it all the way down.
I'm on the
Hey,
line.
Fruity.
Hey, Tanya, how are you?
Hey, I'm fine.
Hey, Tanya, let me go. I'm gonna fit. I need you to mute your sound. Just mute it for me.
Okay.
Just mute it.
I did now.
Okay, there you
Okay.
go. All right. Now, you listened to some of the topic today, right?
Yeah, I'm listening to it, and that's why I wanted to call in and get some feedback on that topic.
Okay.
With the young men and the young girls, the way they're coming up now, they're coming up looking at too much of the media on TV, the BT, and in school, we didn't learn our history. So until we can take our children back to the true history of where they come from, so that they will know that they are royalty and not be enslaved to the mental thinking that's been implanted in them, then they can excel more in life. I mean, we got to go back to our history and basically start over and show them who they are.
Okay.
And most of them won't end up on the street corner.
Oh, okay.
They won't end up in jail because they'll be looking for something more and the fulfillment of this life and know why they're here. They're not here to be panhandlers. And anything that is great on this earth or that is smarter than, the percentage that is really the minority is like a threat to them. So we need to let them know that instead of getting mentally enslaved in today's time, it's like the way the system is, we used to be in chains a long time ago, and now if you go to a jailhouse, you're seeing brothers in chains again, and it reminds me of slavery. So we need to try to get them to see that that's just a mental slavery propaganda that's going on now. They can excel. They don't need nobody to put a limit on what they can do.
Okay.
They can do whatever they want to do. If you go and sign somebody's time clock, they put the time on you. You basically their slave.
Tanya,
Get their own business.
Tanya,
nobody can stop them.
Tanya. I gotta interject just a little bit because I love your passion. Your passion is right on the money, but I believe that we have a bigger issue at hand, and it's more immediate than it's going to take a little time to get that system done because where are we teaching the kids? Where are we teaching the kids that they are royalty? I mean, a couple of broadcasts, a couple of radio shows, that's fine and dandy, but there's got to be somewhere where you can lay it down. It takes time, and let me tell you this. I believe that if we don't help these kids financially, we're in big, big trouble. That's the deal. The whole a youth's attention span is so hard. Most kids, if you really interview them, this is part of the problem right here. We don't even interview our children. Watch this. I was sitting here with a youth here yesterday, a young adult, and I was asking him about his father, right? And it comes to find out, at first he didn't want to answer, but I kept nudging him along, just to let him know it's okay. I said it's okay, you can speak. I said that's one of our problems, that our children are not given that luxury to really vet what they really think. So he started to really spit out some things that I could tell that he never got a chance to tell nobody else. I mean, I'm not going to tell you what he said, but it wasn't good, put it that way. And I believe forums if we're not, we need as a community need to develop forums and platforms where the youth can really express themselves, because they're not expressing themselves. Just before you chimed in, I was talking to Trudy about kids being on the corners collecting money for sports teams and stuff like that, right? And what it does, it breeds the mentality for taking handouts. And I believe that there's a percentage of these kids grow up learning that system and saying, man, these people are giving away money. Let me go on a block and let me start collecting some money. Just say, please, I'll work for food, I'll work for money, I'll do anything, right? Now, this is where, remember, I was with you and Kurt yesterday, and I said, why don't we start recruiting the kids now to sell the product? Remember that? So how did that sound? Because that's where I believe we're going to make a greater impact. That we can get their attention if we show them how to make money.
Yeah. Well, that's the main thing. That the same thing. I think we're all on the same topic. As Tanya was saying, we got to teach them from the roots where they came from, and with that, where they came from, who they're supposed to be, and how to make money, and how to be a principal in the community, just everything on a whole, but not just handing them out food to the homeless, or, these handouts on the street corners, they're really done for charity purposes, but maybe we can teach our young men and women to do it in a different format.
Let me ask you this.
In some type of stage, real drama, and something that's going to help them.
Yes. Hey, let me ask you this. We have children, yes?
Yeah.
Okay, and I'm really geared towards Tanya, because her children are basically grown and almost gone. How many times since you had children did you just give your children money? Just give it to them, give it to them, give it to them, give it to them.
I can't count the time.
See, because if we don't teach our children to earn, I got a sister right here. She right here, sitting here, and the deal is she wants a car, right? Now, who's going to hand her that car? Who's going to give her the things that she really needs? I'm always encouraging, honey, you got to start your own business. Honey, you got to start your own business, because that's where we're going to make the difference in our community. Tanya, you wait till I come down. Wait till I come down there. I'm coming down there Saturday. And wait till I get in that building. And wait till I really get talking to Kurt about the ways that we can change the way those kids think. Now, because they're doing a great job down there. Kurt is doing something. He's teaching them more of the history of blackness and all this and that too, correct? Is he teaching them how to make money?
That's what we need to do. And we also have a live stage there at the Homeland Village. So I was thinking to get some of the children together in the community and let them get up and kind of speak on what they feel.
There we go.
We as adults can give them back, our idea of what we think, what we know, our wisdom. We can pass it on to them. Because if they're there, then that means they want to hear something or they're interested in something. We got to grasp their attention, because the world is so full of so much to keep their minds occupied and busy with the negative.
Yes.
So we got to start giving them that positive energy and making it look like something wonderful, which it is. It's going to be something very wonderful for them when they get enlightened with that.
Yes.
But we got to get them back from the Jay-Z and the Beyonce thinking and the, all these people, because they thinking that they can be them. they can be more than them when they grow spiritually.
Yes.
When you grow spiritually, then you're going to grow all around. Everything is going to start.
Let me add to it.
Know how to handle a business.
Let me add to this, because you said it. Now you're talking. To be able to give them the forum. If you don't give youth the forum to express themselves, you know nothing about them. This is the deal.
Mm-hmm.
This is the deal. When you do that for me, because I'm going to give one, and I'm going to not only give one, I'm going to give many. You have to allow the children the opportunity to rip the adults to pieces. You understand? Mm-hmm. You have to give them that option, because if you don't let them sit there and vent, you're causing chaos. Without that, we have nothing. Mm-hmm. Nothing. Mm-hmm. We have to give them that option. Come on. Okay, now I got a young man just walk in right here. Introduce yourself.
Good morning, Sakim Ramin.
Sakim?
Sakim.
Sakim
Ramin.
Ramin. He just came in. Now, we communicated yesterday about your father, right? Yeah. I'm not going to tell them, everything we talked about, but there was some things that you didn't even think I was going to ask you about your father, right?
Yeah.
But it gave you a chance to vent, right? And express yourself. Yeah. Did you ever get the chance to express yourself like that with anybody else?
No.
See? Did you hear that? No.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that's really good. Good morning, Shakem Raman. This is Trudy. I think that's really good that you had a chance to express yourself to someone, and why you didn't get that opportunity to do that before would be the question. But it's great that there was someone that can bring that out of you, and hopefully you can emphasize on that and build further on finding out who you want to be, or who you can connect with, or what you can do for others as well.
Well, now hold that thought right there. Because we can ask him. I'm going to ask him. So why didn't you never get a chance to express yourself like that with anybody else?
I would say it's really like since nobody ever asked me, so I ain't telling them. I'm not.
Nobody seemed to care.
So.
Nobody seemed to care. There was nobody. And I will. I love to ask children all that. I asked her questions. I said, do you think your parent really going to give you stuff, going to buy you a car? Do you think your mama going to buy you a car? You think they just going to get you a car? Huh? If you don't see that? She said no. But did anybody ever ask her that? What are we asking our children?
That's a good question. A lot of parents, they really don't ask the right question. That could just, and a lot of children, it's not only the parents, a lot of kids are afraid to speak to their parents, and there's something about speaking directly to your parents and going to someone else. So, I mean, whatever it takes, if it takes you going to someone else to let that out, you kind of feel embarrassed in front of mom or dad, then that's fine. But at least, there's somewhere they can go to get that out, and that's the avenue that folks like us need to create or continue to build.
Yeah.
And work with these kids.
Amen.
That's where the us coming back in the village, raising the kids, it's going to take the village, because other people, our children do tend to listen to other people, but we got to make sure they're listening to the right people.
Absolutely.
Somebody that's going to tell them something good. Because, I can tell that I didn't see the show yesterday, but I can look at this young brother and tell that conversation yesterday really took a lot of weight off of him, because he looked so at peace in the face. Most of them look angry in the face.
Yeah.
Right.
They don't even want to talk.
He looked so peaceful while I'm sitting here looking at him, and he looked like a brother that's he's going to be a great man in this world. He's going to do great things.
Absolutely.
Just because of that conversation that he had yesterday, where he was able to vent his feelings and tell how he feels about what's going on and what has happened to him in this life.
Absolutely. Now, one of the greatest things that I want to make sure that our listeners and participants understand is that whatever experience this young man, this young woman ever get, that we make sure that we let them know that their job is to go reach back down and get some of the other people of their age and younger, and teach them how to get the children to speak up, because this is what's going to make the difference. It ain't going to be a bunch of adults making the change. It's going to be a bunch of the youth making the change. It ain't going to be us, baby.
Right.
We just got to give them the platform to be able to express themselves so they can say, you know what? And then we commission them to say, okay, your time and your journey is to go now and keep these forums going and open up forums so that the other youth can get what they need to be getting. Because it ain't going to be us, baby. What do you think?
And that brings it back to that whole Beyonce and Jay-Z situation where the kids are really more tuning into these stars and the celebrities because they're seeing their lifestyle, and the lifestyle includes money and it includes richness and fame, and they want to get there. So they want to live that lavish life. They really don't want to work hard for it. So, you know, you get some young youth right now that start doing things, making money, and really money does help. You know, you can do a lot of other things and be a great person, but in life sometimes it really does take money to keep you stable and happy in certain ways. So if they can make that money and use it for the right reasons and show others, then they could be the Beyonce and Jay-Z. They could be new mentors to these youth, and we can probably, cut some of that whole fame issue out and having some of these regular kids on the street be the great person that they're supposed to be locally.
Yeah, that they are supposed to be, and not try to be following these stars because they gotta make their own stamp in this world. They gotta make their own legacy in this world. That's Jay-Z and Beyonce's legacy, but they gotta start looking at themselves as being their own legacy. What are they gonna do to make a difference in this world?
And but see, who's gonna lead them to understand that they gotta build their own legacy? And
we are.
Yeah, I know. We're making that change now, and that's why I said I believe, beyond a shadow of a doubt, that we're going to see it in our lifetime. That our youth is going to start taking back what they never really had. They never had it, so they're not really taking back anything, but at least earning what they need to know, the knowledge of it. But let me say this, because I hate to say the word I hate, but I kind of despise using Jay-Z and Beyonce as scapegoats, because there's a lot of adults that listen to them. Not wait a minute, hold on now. And I like listening to them sometimes, but the lyrics, may not. I don't even know how they listen to the lyrics, because we know that the beat hooks people first. It's the beat, the sound, but they don't. Beyonce is not going to define them. I'm going to let them know. You can listen to this crap all you want. You can listen to this crap all you want, but it's not gonna. It can't define you. If you let it define you, then you have a problem, right?
Right.
Because the main thing is. I believe me, I'm looking at adults, boom, 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 in their car, right next to me in traffic, okay? And they seem like they got a good quality car, they look good, they don't look like they're on drugs or anything, but it's only music. So, but I understand, that's the hook, is the music. You have a child, are you defined by Jay-Z? Because he's in college. You're in college, right? Yeah. What school you go to?
Art Institute.
He goes to Atlanta Art Institute? So he's into things that, do you listen to Jay-Z?
Yeah.
Do you follow the words that Jay-Z sings?
You mean do I understand?
Do you understand and say, ooh, I want to be like that?
No.
See, so now what we need to do is get this young man. Are you defined by Beyonce's songs, sister? Okay, so these are the guys that we need to help the other
youth.
The other youth that's all messed up in the head, right?
Well, my take to it, sir, is just Beyonce and Jay-Z, we're not even using them as a
I know. I understand.
Just who teens want to follow to be like.
Let's say Lil Wayne then. Let's say Lil Wayne then. We'll use Lil Wayne. Let's use Lil Wayne. Okay.
Whoever it may be, they're great people because, you know, you got to look at their history. They came from somewhere as well.
Right.
They worked hard in whatever they did to get where they are at.
Exactly.
And they're still working very hard right now. You know, double time. And a lot of kids don't even know how hard they work because what they see is the after and when they're on TV and everything that's already performed and already planned. But they work to get there. So what we want to teach these youth is how to get there, what it takes to get there. Not necessarily there like Beyonce, Jay-Z, but there where you want to go, where the money is, where you're comfortable, where you're secure in life. So I mean, they're doing great. We're not knocking them. I think they have good music, and we all hear it and we all get tuned to it as well. But it's where you want to go in life, and a lot of kids just see them and they just want to get there. So they're in the streets, so they're trying to get there in the streets, you know? They're stealing, they're trying to get the big car, stealing the car, just to even live a day of that life, or stealing money to go out that one night to buy a couple bottles, you know what I'm saying? So the music does that to you simultaneously, you know, and that's why they might not want to be so connected to the music, but we got to teach them how to listen to that music. Yeah.
Yeah, because it's like the right side of our brain is going to hear them words.
Yep.
And it's going to affect them in some kind of way. That's why I say if we can get the entertainment people to even just start thinking about the young people to where they're going, we'll be them did a milestone by it. I mean, because they need to know,
too much money.
You know, what kind of, when they put that stuff out, we might hear it a certain kind of way, but our brain is going to interpret it. Our right side of our brain is going to interpret it a different kind of way, and most of the time it's a negative way. And they use music to hypnotize the hypnotist too.
Right.
So we can just imagine, you know, I can't even listen to rap. Yeah, I can't even listen to rap while I'm driving, because if I do, I'm getting a ticket. You know, because I'm going to be in that car, and I'm going to be, you know, giving it all it's got, and I'm going to be driving, you know, because the music just does something to me.
Yeah.
I can't listen to rap while I'm driving. I got to listen to some Kim or some neo soul, you know, something like that.
So it can calm you down. Hey, wait a minute, hold on, Mark, you want to chime in real quick?
No, the only thing I just wanted to say was these guys are educated. A lot of them are, like the Jay-Z and Beyonce's and Lil Wayne. They're actually educated people. And my thing is with the youth is that I don't really see them engaging the youth as far as like a sir. Like he's out here teaching, branding, marketing. You know, why can't Jay-Z and them and Lil Wayne go back to their neighborhoods and gather them up and say, hey, this is how you make a brand, this is what you do, yada, yada, yada. You know what I mean? Kind of educate the youth on how they're doing it.
Too Short. I watched that thing on Too Short. He went back.
They try.
As bad as his
scale, it doesn't work.
It's still business.
It's business.
You just want to get there.
No, it's business. Business is business. They're not the industry is not going to change for us. No. They're not going to do it. The only thing we got, and that's why I said, it might take 20 years, but I know that as long as God gives me breath, that I'm going to be able to see it with my own eyes, that there's a bunch of youth out there on a movement that's not really fighting against the music industry, but saying, listen, we're going to fight against negativity all over the place. And because I'm looking at this young man, was you homeschooled? No, some of your brothers and sisters being homeschooled, but his mother, I interviewed her yesterday, and she's a great influence in your life, right? Yeah. But she was influenced enough to say, I want you to go back over. She said, can I bring my son over here? I said, sure, bring him over. Well, I want to bring him over. Not only do I want to bring him over, I want to bring him over and drop him off, and I want to leave and then come back and get him later. You know? She knew, because I told him, I said, your mother knows that between myself and Mark, that for a couple of good hours, I was going to make an impact on his life like that. And see, that's why once I impact him, I'm going to intensely push on him to impact somebody else immediately. Immediately, because he knows where those bad kids are. He knows where those kids are that's on the edge, you know, that he can help with economics. That he said, okay, you know your friends, right? You know the ones that are broke, right? You know which ones you know which ones could use some extra cash, right? So I'm going to recruit him to recruit other people.
I got to take to this, sir. We need to get these kids together, you know. And I'm sure there's groups that try this, and there's groups that do a good job at this. But you know, we're doing this ourselves, and especially for here in Atlanta, we need to get these kids together. And you know, what they want is to be put out there in the limelight. That's what they want. Believe it or not, kids want to be in front of television. They want to be on radio. They want to be heard. They want to be seen. And that's what we have to put out there for them, a platform where they can be heard, they can be seen, and their talents can be seen and heard as well.
Right. Now, I looked at, I talked to my man yesterday, I said, are you shy? Right?
Yeah.
And he said, yeah. I said, what? I said, why? You know, I asked him why. I mean, I wanted to know. But the thing that I let him know, I said, I don't think I like the word shy. Just I'm introvert. I'm more to myself. I don't think you're shy. You don't engage people like other people engage people. I'm a shark. You might be a goldfish. You know what I'm saying? But there's nothing like training a goldfish to be somewhat a shark. It's better for you to be more aggressive. And I said more aggressive to what? More aggressive to pursue cash and to get your income. Your income is in that shark tank. It's not in the goldfish tank. You know? And so he's getting to understand that. And once I show him where the money's at, it's over. It's over. That's another caller. Hey, Tanya, sis, I gotta let you go. God bless you.
Well, let me go.
God bless you.
Good morning, guys.
Good morning. God bless you. Call you on air.
Brother Matt, top of the morning, dude.
Hey, big brother. How you doing?
Man, I'm doing marvelous, man. I'm in here trying to get ready to get down to this office, bro. And I was just listening to the broadcast, and I've been fixing trying to get an opportunity to call or dial in just to get a little piece of this topic going on. Because, you know, y'all in my subject matter, right?
Yes, the women took over this morning.
I see it.
Chime in, brother. Let me hear what you got.
So I would like to start off with a scripture first, right? I like to go to the book of Ecclesiastes, and it says, "We fight not against flesh and blood, but against spiritual wickedness in high places."
Yes.
All right. So let's start there and build from there.
Yes.
Right. Because what we need to understand, right, is that we're battling against forces that are spiritually wicked, and they're operating from high places
and low places.
Yeah, that's right. But you know that right there is a given. But that lowness is now high.
Yes, Lord.
Because see that lowness has been exalted into high places.
Lord have mercy.
So they're not low anymore. And see, society is being dictated right now by the lower forces. We can't deny that. All right. So if you look at where we are right now, right, we have more churches, more preachers, more evangelizing going on than we've ever had.
Lord have mercy.
But you look at where we are right now, so we know that something more needs to be done, and something is not right.
Yes.
So how about this? How about this, right? How about if we stop looking for other people to lead us to where we're supposed to be at, and if we start looking for God? See? Because, see, we have to start at the source of goodness. See, people are not the source of goodness. God and His Word is a source of goodness. And see, a lot of people are running up in the church, right? But when you ask them, hey, brother, you ever read this scripture? You ever heard about this particular scripture in the Bible? You ever heard about this story? And they'll be like, no, my pastor ain't never preach on that. My pastor ain't never tell me that. Well, guess what? Your knowledge of God and your experience with God and your spirituality does not rest and die on pastor.
Yes.
And you understand? So when you get to heaven or when you get to wherever we're supposed to be going at, pastor ain't going to be with you.
I know that's right.
Sister and deacon such and such not going to be with you. Every individual has to stand accountable for him or herself.
Yes.
So let's start with self. Let's start with each individual and ourselves and say, okay, what type of life am I living? What type of fruit am I bearing right now in my life? And let's knock this foolishness off and quit looking for these other people to raise our children and to build our community.
Yes, Lord.
We got to stop that, brother.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like we are out of control. And it's like the people talk about, well, like you said in my earlier broadcast, we have to give the children an agendas because, like you said, right, because the children want to be running things. Guess what? The children are running it right now.
Right now. They're doing it right now.
I see children every day in my office running their parents every single day.
Yes,
and I'd be like, wow. Wow.
They start early, too, man.
What are you talking? But once again, it's the spiritual wickedness in high places that is manipulating and influencing the children, and the children now have the parents like puppets.
Yes, Lord.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yes.
The children are dictating to the parent. Look, it's just like this here, right? You walk in, look, you have a group of adults in a room, right? You have a baby in a room. The minute that baby starts howling and screaming, everybody's on a fire drill. Everybody's trying to find a way to silence that baby and calm that baby.
Lord,
the problem now is that the kids don't stop yelling. They don't stop screaming. They're still whining and crying. But now they've been programmed.
Yes.
See? And see, they've been programmed by these demonic devices that are on TV, social media, and all these other places that parents are not monitoring. Because you understand, it's the parents that's teaching it's the children who are primarily teaching technology to their parents.
Yeah.
So now I see parents trying to fit in with what children doing. Rather than monitoring, guess what? The powerful spiritual place, the powerful wickedness in high places, or have programmed the children, or leading the children by these so-called stars, athletes, and entertainers who don't know anything.
Yes.
Because you understand something, right? For the success that they have, they pay a price. And truly was right. Yeah, they work hard, but guess what?
What?
They do other things, too, to get that prize. See what I'm saying? There's a sellout price that a lot of them have done.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. So, because guess what? It's more than hard work for them to be at the place that they're at and still be unhappy and still be doing things that are ungodly.
Lord have mercy.
Because I need to see the relationship with the divineness and appreciation of their success. See, and I don't see that relationship. Yeah, I see a whole lot of money, materialistic things, but God is missing those. Where is God at what they're doing? I don't praise these people. They're like, you're not going to the All-Star. I say, hey man, I don't look up to those people.
That's true.
I don't look up to those people.
That's true right there. They asked me the same thing. You gonna go there? You gonna go there? I said, nah, you kidding me? That ain't my world, man. That ain't my world. I mean, now I might watch a game, but I'm not gonna travel outside my lifestyle to go see no game. They'll tell you, I go to a concert, Don't take me to no concert. You know why? I go to sleep. It bores me. That stuff bores me. It's not exciting to me. I don't sit there and boom, jump up. Now, I jump up in church. I'm clapping like crazy in church. But I go to, she took me to my wife took me to see a movie the other night. She said, let's go. She said, I wasn't even 10 minutes. We was out of there. See, so I understand. It's, this is why it's important. And now is what we put into our children. You can blame the world all you want. I know where one of my sons at, he here. I know where the other one is, he's there, but he's here on Saturdays, he's here on the off days. I know where my children are at. Where are your children at? And I know what I'm instilling into my children. Right? See, because we can't blame, it's not that we can't blame the world. We can blame the world if we want. But if you're not looking in the mirror first, absolutely, you are in trouble with your children. But absolutely, this is the one thing I wanted to say, and to make it perfectly clear, that we're not willing to reach out and touch other people's children and help their children, you ain't nothing either. Think about that.
Right.
Think about that. Right. If I wasn't willing to talk to this young man, I'm not willing to talk to this young lady over here. If I'm not willing to reach out and at least touch their brain just a little bit, who am I? I'm just as guilty as, Lil Wayne and Jay-Z.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And look, make you understand something, right? You have to be willing to extend the wisdom that you have to other kids, because you understand something. Your kids spend more time talking to those other kids than you do.
Come on, preacher.
You see what I'm saying? I tell my parents that all the time. When you sit down and do the basic mathematics on the amount of time that every parent spends with their child in relationship to the time that their child spends out here being taught by other people, it's scary.
Come on now.
It's scary.
Come on.
And look, don't talk about you got 2 jobs and then you got an extra job.
Oh, my God.
Come on, man.
Now you can know who's raising your children. You don't have to look far to find who's raising your children.
Hey, man, you're nothing but a contributor. That's all you are. And when you get down to it, somebody else is raising your children. You're not raising your children. All thing you're doing is financing what they're doing.
Lord have mercy.
That's all. You ain't nothing but the pocketbook.
Wow. You're the bank.
I'm going to get you the Xbox. I'm going to get you them Jordans. I'm going to get that for you, too. Yeah, I'm going to send you to this playhouse. Oh, man.
Hey, what happens? What would happen if a parent told their child that they couldn't have that Xbox or something? Or them Jordans? What usually happens? Let me ask you, what usually happens? If you don't get what's up? Not you. What do you do when they tell you no?
I mean, you get upset.
You get upset?
And you find out how to get it.
Okay, or you find out how to get it. In most cases, how do you get it?
End up working somehow.
You end up moving your brain around a little bit until you get it. Okay? That's why I ask these young guys all the time. You think about money? You think about money? How you getting it? How you gonna get it if you ain't getting it? You get 20, 22, 23. How you gonna get it if you ain't getting it? It ain't coming in the way you want. How you gonna get it?
You gotta shake something up.
Yeah, you gotta shake something up. You heard that? Whatever that means, right? But listen, brother, I love you. I got a few seconds left. I appreciate you chiming in. It's always a pleasure. Thank you, sir. I gotta love you. Brother, peace and love you, man. Have an awesome day. Thank you, beloved. Peace and love. Again, thank you. It takes teamwork to make the dream work. Can we actually change the economy the way it's positioned now? Again, my answer is yes. I want to thank you for tuning in. Have an awesome day. Don't forget, to tell more people by sharing these videos, by commenting, and make sure you follow, okay? You have an awesome day. God bless you. I'll see you tomorrow. Peace and love. I got some interviews today. Peace. Have a great one.